Hi guys, I'm Dimension Jumper. Today we're reviewing the Super Mario 3D All-Stars pack thing. And now this pack has some of Mario's well-known 3D adventures, so Mario Galaxy 1, Mario Sunshine and Mario 64. Now I think that this is a kind of a cool pack because this was recently released in last month. On September the 18th, so it was quite, it's been released quite recently. And I think that this is a cool sort of pack that Nintendo has released, because that means that new fans who might have been introduced to the Mario series recently, like with Mario Odyssey or something like that, can experience these old titles and experience how older fans like myself, when we have played these games, they can get a feeling of how those games were played. And yeah, I think this is a cool way of Nintendo bringing in new fans. And also it was announced on Mario's 35th anniversary, so I think that's also another big win for Nintendo, because they're making this for the fans. And yeah, and also and the features in the game are quite cool, because not only can you hop from one game to the next, but you can also listen to the various songs that can be heard throughout the game. So in Galaxy 1 you can hear the Observatory theme, you can hear the boss themes, you can hear a variety of different themes that can be heard throughout each title. Yeah, but the downfalls of this is that Galaxy 2 isn't a part of the pack, and I think that kind of puts the there's a few negative points for the pack as a whole, because Galaxy 2 is basically not like Galaxy 1. It's if you take Galaxy 1 and you just added more stuff to it, that's basically what Galaxy 2 feels like. And I feel like if Galaxy 2 was added into the pack, I think that will make the game, or the entire pack, a lot cooler, because then newer fans would not only experience Galaxy 1 but also Galaxy 2, and I think that'll be quite cool. Another thing that's puts that's kind of puts a lot of down votes, or not great things about the whole package as a whole, is that it's not going to be around for very long. It's I think it's it's released in September of last month, and I think it's going to be around until May or March of next year. And I think I don't know why they're doing, and Nintendo are doing this. I think it's, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see why Nintendo would release Mario 3D All-Stars for a limited amount of time, unlike some of the other titles that they've released. I don't know why they would do this. Maybe it's something on their end, I'm not too sure, but yeah, but I do like this pack as a whole, just because of how cool things that can happen. And now it's time for some gameplay stuff of them. Now, when you start up the game, you're given a small title sequence, as you just saw, with the three games, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy, all of them doing different poses of when Mario gets a star or a sprite or whatever, but it only has the Mario Galaxy victory theme over it, and I kind of wish they could have had Mario 64's and Sunshine's victory themes over it, but I don't mind. And so when you go into the main menu of it, you can choose which games to choose from. So if you can Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine, and Mario 64. One other cool thing is that they show you the years of when they were released, and the particular day and month they were released, and what console they were released for. And also at the end, you've also got the 3 different soundtracks for each game. So let's say if I went into the Mario Galaxy soundtrack, I can look at all of the different the different titles of the different songs or musics that were in the game. So let's say if I chose the Starship Festival or the Star Festival or whatever, that'll be on there, and then I can listen to that. Or if I wanted to choose a different song, I could go to Mario Galaxy, let's say, and choose the title theme. So I think that's quite cool. And you can choose, like, you know, any of the different titles, and if you do choose a particular title, a particular image will come on the screen, and they'll give a particular tip. And also they have, like, you know, the original openings as well. So I think that's quite cool. I can choose, like, you know, any of the files. So let's say if I chose this file, then they'll bring me up into the very beginning of the game, or wherever I left off last time, and I can just play the game. Yeah, I think that's quite cool, because the games are quite cool. And if you want to pause, press the minus button, and you can you can either continue or see the controls and actions, or you could turn to the title screen. Now, if you go back to the title screen and press A, I think, yeah, if you press A, if you come out of the game and press A, you can instantly just go and choose another title. So let's say if I chose Mario Sunshine, then I can go right into Mario Sunshine and play around in that game. And I think that's quite cool, because I think each game brings a really cool, you know, nuance to the Mario to the Mario series, and I think that's quite cool. And yeah, so let's say I choose this file on Mario Sunshine, then I'll instantly just go around, and yeah. So now I'm in Mario Sunshine's game, and yeah, I think that's, like, you know, quite interesting, like how you could just like, you know, instantly go around and play around, like, you know, just doing what you need to do. The only thing is, like, you know, unlike Galaxy and 64, I feel like Sunshine doesn't have, like, you know, isn't as like, you know, flexible, like you know, gameplay wise, because, you know, Mario's got FLUDD and he can't do a lot of his well-known things, like, you know, he can't long jump, which is kind of like upsetting, because that's a really good move that I like to use. But apart from that, I do like I think Sunshine has some good elements, like, you know, you can run around in, like, you know, not the Mushroom Kingdom and on Delfino Island, and you can just, like, you know, just run around with FLUDD. Yeah, and now I'm going to show you a bit of, like, how I feel like Galaxy's improved a bit, and how I feel like, you know, Galaxy's the most improved out of the 3 games. So yeah, and I think it's, like, quite cool of how each, as I said before, each one has their own title opening, like the original. Yeah, so I feel like and the reason why I feel like my Galaxy 1 feels like, you know, a bit more polished, is because unlike in the original, you can basically just, I feel like this one has been improved a lot, and also I really like how in this version, instead of just pressing, like, you know, 2 buttons at the same time, you can press 1, and also it's just really cool. Like, and also if you look at the Mario icon, if I can move around a bit, hold on. Oh, it's gone, but oh, okay, there it is. The Mario Lives face icon is a bit more polished and, like, more HD, and I think that really shows how much improvements Galaxy has become. And yeah, I just really feel like this Mario 3D's All-Star Pack has really been much improved, and it's really cool. So yeah, and now it's time to go back to the review. Now, the graphics for each of these games I feel have been enhanced quite well, because now when you play these games they have more of an HD feeling that are suited for the Switch, and I think that's quite interesting, because if you look at the games when they were released, they were quite good for their graphic design, and I think that they made the games work for those type of games. But now with the Nintendo Switch and things becoming more in HD, I feel like the 3D All Stars makes the graphics more better slightly, but out of all of the ones that I feel like has the most amount of that has been improved the most of all is probably Mario Galaxy 1, and I think it's because it's the way the Galaxy works, because if you look at Galaxy mainly, if you exclude Sunshine and 64, I feel like Mario Galaxy 1 has more of a well-known, like, improvement as a whole because of the motion controls. Because when it was released in back on the Wii, there were some parts of the game that didn't feel quite good, mainly the motion control ball galaxies and the manta ray galaxies. And I feel like in Galaxy 1 and in the 3D All-Stars pack, I feel like that's better, like with the motion controls on the Switch, mainly because just of how smoother the motion controls on the Switch feels, and how you can tilt the Joy-Cons from left to right, forward and backwards, that sort of thing. And I feel like that's slightly better than on the Wii, and I feel like that this is like, and I think that's like what is kind of like missing from Galaxy 1 on the Wii. I feel like if they to do, I'm not saying that the motion controls on the Wii were bad. I think for some of the Galaxies, mainly the motion control ones, I feel like they were off, but not too far. I think like with the Switch, I feel like they managed to polish that off and managed to get the motion controls just about right. And yeah, I didn't die too many times on the motion control levels. I died like a small handful of times, but at the end of the day, I did manage to beat every single Galaxy with the motion controls. So yeah, so for my final verdict for the Super Mario 3D All-Stars, I feel like that this pack is something that new fans should definitely get, and I feel like if you're thinking of getting a Switch, I definitely recommend getting the 3D All-Stars pack before it's gone, and I feel, and also you should really play these 3 games, because these games are well-known classics, and they, I think, helped break Mario through into like superstardom, no pun intended. And I feel like this is like some of the greatest games that Nintendo has made for Mario, and I think that's what's helped him remain like a well-known icon throughout the years. And yeah, I highly suggest getting Super Mario 3D All-Stars. So that's be my review for Mario 3D All-Stars. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.